Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Amie Jo Show. My featured guest today is funny man George Wallace. George doesn't need an introduction, but he certainly deserves one. By the age of 6, George knew he wanted to be a comedian. Before becoming one of the most sought-after comedians in the world, he went to college, graduated, started working, and then started appearing on stage at various comedy clubs in Los Angeles and New York. What's funnier than a great comedian? A smart comedian. And George is smart. He tells us all the time, I be thinking. Good afternoon, George.
Good afternoon, Amie Jo. What a pleasure to be here. Yes, I did. Well, I didn't go to college. I went to DeVry. So that's a good idea of my education. No, I have 2 degrees from the University of Akron. Do you know where Akron is?
In Ohio.
That's in Ohio. I went to school there, and it's so good. I have when I was in school, I graduated like 22 years ago, and I just found out 2 years ago that I had a son. And the lady never told me. No, this is not funny. Don't laugh at this.
No, because you know what? I never know if you're really being serious or not.
I'm trying to be serious, and you're still laughing. Take the smile off your face. This is very serious business here. And I had... No, I'm serious. Y'all stop it now, because I just found out I had a son. This is very touching and dear to me.
Here we go.
And she didn't tell me, and I just found out I had a son 2 years ago. Now I got to go back to Akron, Ohio, and live up to being the father. And, you know, I'm the most blessed person in the world, and y'all know that, right? And I want to go back and do the right thing. Out of these 20 years I haven't seen a kid, I want to make up for every child support payment made. I don't know how much it is, but I should have that in the bank. And the kid doesn't need my money. He's doing pretty good. He's playing for the Cavaliers now. What does poor name play for the Cavaliers? LeBron James? That's him. That's my son. So, and I met him this weekend. He started pointing at me. He just, I got a lot of kids around here, and I know there's a problem on the news right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. Don't laugh. This is the truth too. I'm really the father of Anna Nicole Smith's baby too. And
my goodness. Well, you know what? You may be coming into a lot of money real soon.
Don't you think I know it? I'm driving to Florida tomorrow. I might drive down to the Bahamas. Where's the baby? Wherever it is, I'm going to put on a pair of those diapers that the astronaut had on. Yeah. I'm going to get in the car and just drive.
Okay, I'm going to need some
Haven't you
tissue.
been looking for a pair of diapers like that? You can just sit that in a chair and just wet yourself and just be here for what is wrong with the cameraman?
I don't know. He's...
Wouldn't you like to just pee on yourself and just keep going the rest of the day?
But you know what? That's such a funny thing that you brought that up, because a certain individual I know said that very thing. I'm just going to get some Depends, and when I get that blank look on my face, like I had to go to the bathroom with my water pills.
This is true, and let me tell you something. And these diapers, they say they cost about $100 each. I'm sure they charge the government, more than that. If they paid $500 for a toilet seat, naturally they don't pay that much for a pair of diapers. But that's a great invention.
That is a great invention.
This is the truth. You put your Depends on, like I'm on stage every night, and y'all have no idea. Sometime when I walk out on stage, and about 30 minutes after the show, you got to go to the bathroom. And now they got these diapers. I can just be up there peeing and laughing at the same time. Excuse me, audience. Some people might be preparing for dinner right now.
Yes. And if you are in your car, turn up the volume. You don't want to miss a moment
of
this.
Just stop right there where you are. If you're on the 215, don't even pull over. Just stop right there. Stop right there like you did this weekend when the NBA was in town. I never seen that many black people in my life, Amie Jo. The airplanes pulled up. They had like 24-inch rims, and they had the hydraulics, and the plane was jumping back and forth. Soul plane.
That was so funny. Yes, there were a lot of black people in town, and I've heard a lot of things. What was your experience with the NBA being in town?
I had a wonderful time. Anything happens in Las Vegas, this is a good city, and I want to stop right now to thank all of the people in Las Vegas for letting me become a part of your community. I'm so blessed. I came here for 30 days, and it turned into 60 days, 90 days, and I'm going into my 4th year. And we just signed another contract to stay here for another 2 years. So it's just a blessing to be here and to be working hard. And I'm sure they never expected me to be successful here. And I started in January in 2003. I had no idea. Do you know what January is? Around January 13th, 16th? The slowest period ever in Las Vegas. If you come here in January, you built for failure.
Yeah, because you know what? Everybody's done all their thing for New Year's. Christmas is over.
Christmas money's gone.
And everybody's like broke.
Yes, and it's slow all over the world. Not but we didn't know about here. But I came in, and thank God for my marketing experience, we made it happen.
And you know what? I really applaud you, because oftentimes I interview entertainers. They have a lot of show, but they don't have the business savvy. And that really is a death stroke, because you can only go so far for so long if you're just using your abilities, your talents, because on the backside, you got to pay the bills, you have to negotiate contracts.
Well, let me tell you even more than that. Like I said, I came in here, I'm on a full-wall deal. You know what that is?
Yes.
So I'm here with the greatest venue. I'm at the Flamingo, the nice, old, authentic Las Vegas showroom with the booze and things like that. And so it's a lot of fun. And the hotel is taking care of me. The president over there, Don Marandino, and they're just really backing me. But I have a full-wall deal. That means that I have to do all of the marketing, all of the advertising. The taxes out there you see on the street, those taxes are expensive. They're like $350. I have to pay for all of that.
Oh, wow.
You know, the marketing at the airport,
sure,
the billboards, and you'd be surprised how much money it is. I have to pay for everything.
Well, you know what? I need to ask you for a loan because you obviously are making a lot of money if you got all this.
Well, if you were listening to me, I just told you I'm broke paying for those bills to put that up. Now, you want to, see, George Wallace, you don't be thinking like, how you going to borrow money from a broke man? You are
Did
really.
I say borrow? I was really thinking give. That's
like
what I was
grant
thinking.
Let me ask you a question. How old were you when your mind just got up and walked away from you?
It was about 6 months ago.
Okay, that's all right.
6 months ago.
I've been crazy way longer than that.
Well, you're not too crazy because we're going to talk about what happened when you were growing up.
Okay.
And people know about you and your comedic talents, but people want to know about George the man.
We got a lot to talk about me growing up because I'm from the greatest family in the world. Both my parents are deceased. My mama passed away at 16 when I was 16. And then you know what? There's a reason for everything in life. There's a purpose for everything in life now. You know, and I was a mama's boy. I'm not going to lie to you. I do believe when my mama walked out of the house, she says, I'm going to the hospital, but I won't be back. But don't you worry about a thing in your life. Everything has been made out for you already. And I believe if had my mama lived down in Georgia, I think I would have stayed at home, probably tried to go to school in Atlanta. Sure. And it's hard to go to school and live in home, especially with Georgia mama, because my mama wouldn't care how old you were. You still gonna do the dishes. She's still gonna make up that bed every morning. And you know, and I went to Ohio, went to school, and I'm the most blessed person in America.
And that's
in the
one
world.
thing one thing I looked at when I researched you was that you moved from Atlanta to Ohio, and I thought that's kind of an odd move. Why would you go to Ohio?
Well, and there's not too many schools in America has a transportation program. My first degree was in transportation, and to this day, most people don't know what is a transportation degree. And I know probably people are wondering now, what is it? But you'd be surprised. Transportation is such a necessity in your life.
Yes.
The shirt that's on your back and the shoes that are on your feet, people don't stop to think, how did this get to me?
Okay.
In some cases, you know, if it's made in China, it came by waterway. And there's 5 modes of transportation. There's rail, there's pipeline, there's air, there's 3 more.
See, can I help a brother out?
Truck, rail, air, water, and there's another one I can't think of it. But if I had to take a test, I would pass it. I can tell you that.
Okay, I am confident that you would.
But transportation is so important. Everything you eat, it got there on a truck. Everything you're wearing, anything you see, it had to be brought by a mode of transportation.
Okay. And so you decided that you wanted to be a part of that.
Well, I always enjoyed traveling when I was a kid, and to learn about travel, to learn about the process of making goods get to their place. And I always liked that, and I still like it today. And then my second degree was in the marketing and advertising. So that's basically what I do today is my marketing and advertising. But when I was 6, I knew I wanted to be a comedian. So all of these things have come together. And doing the advertising and the marketing, of course, I sold rags when I first got out of college. I'm not going to lie to you, I made a lot of money selling rags. But I wanted to make more money. So I went into advertising in New York City. So everything you see at Times Square, the billboards, the spectaculars at Times Square, all of the advertising on the buses, that was in the top 10 markets in America: New York, Boston, Cleveland, Chicago, Detroit, San Francisco, Los Angeles. I was vice president of that company. But I knew about advertising. That's how I was able to come here in Las Vegas and make a successful run on this advertising here.
And make it work.
Because you have to put your business in the street.
Yes, you do. But oftentimes it is very expensive. So if a person doesn't have a very big budget, what can they do to maximize the dollars that they do have?
If you ain't got no money, you can't make no money.
Yeah.
You got